goes, knock, knock. And we say, who's there? He goes, Emerson. Emerson who? Emerson Nas titties. And he pointed at some... Is that dumb?
That's amazing.
That is dumb.
Now entering Nerdist.com.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. For the next half an hour-ish, we are going to be talking about some lovely things and stuff that we found on the internets. With us, as always, the lovely and talented, multifaceted Mr. Captain Tom Supervolcano Krajewski.
I'm a captain now.
Yeah, we just keep adding on more superlatives to his name.
PhD.
PhD Esquire.
Yeah.
He's an Esquire PhD.
Is that a thing?
It's a new thing.
It is now.
ESQ PhD? He just has the whole alphabet at the end of his name.
ESQ? Is that how you say it?
ESQ.
ESQ is Esquire, right?
PSD.
PDD.
BID.
BID. There we go.
LMFO.
We sure just did that at the beginning of this episode.
Hey, how was your week?
Okay, you know what
lady?
You know what I started doing this week?
Ooh.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
I started rewatching the entire Sex and the City series.
Movie series or TV series?
Yeah. Did you watch the two movies?
No.
Or all the TV
shows,
series?
The shows. Because I watched
So
them.
what happened?
Okay, hold on.
Like, what happened in your life that you were like, I need to rewatch all Sex in the City?
I saw a girlfriend last weekend, and we were talking about Sex in the City, and she's like, do you remember this episode? And I was like, honestly, I don't. And I was like, but here's the thing. I never watched Sex in the City on HBO. I only watched it when it was rerun on TBS.
Oh,
and
so you got
just,
no sex
no
in the
sex,
city.
No
yeah.
nudity.
But I also only caught it when it was in like marathon, so I never actually watched it in order.
Like soup to nuts.
Yeah. And so I realized that there's episodes here and there, and like obviously scenes got cut out because they don't show no titties on TBS.
They don't show no titties.
They don't show no titties on TBS.
TBS
And
stands for no fucking titties.
Yeah.
It's a different language. It's in a different language.
Yeah. Something boobs and something.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my friend was like, well, it's all on HBO Go. And I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to start. And I had like some free time this week. So I've now watched the first 3 seasons.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's some free time you got going on over there.
Well, I was also still getting over being sick, remember? And
Yeah,
so
that's
I
true.
sort of like stayed in a lot. But this is my theory now with Sex and the City. Because, you know, when I first watched it was probably 10 years ago. But it came out like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I was a little young. Like it's probably
you
women.
were a little girl is what you were.
But so it's women who are probably about 10 years older than me who Sex and the City hit their sweet spot.
Right.
It was their age. They're watching these 4 women live their lives in fancy New York City.
Right.
And I'm watching this show and I'm going, oh my God, this show is the reason women are crazy. Because
that is an interesting thing
now
that you came
I've
up
had
against.
all this perspective in life, and I've dated a lot, and like gone through ridiculous relationships and had crazy breakups and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm watching this show, and the women on the show, I'm like, they're the fucking crazy ones. Half the dudes are totally sane, and they're the ones messing up the relationship. Now, don't get me wrong. There are definitely crazy guys on the show, but they're not the guys that they have the long-term relationships with. Those are like the one-off guest stars. Like Bradley Cooper, who's in season 1.
Oh, hysterical.
Or Vince Vaughn just turned up in season 3, you know?
What?
Yeah, like all these... Justin Theroux is in season 2. There's like all these famous dudes in it.
Oh my God, that's hysterical.
I know. But like the whole first season of the show, it's like, you know, the whole big storyline is Carrie and Mr. Big and will they or won't they, and blah, 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 blah. And the first season of the show is like the beginning of their relationship. And that whole first season, I was like, he didn't do a fucking thing wrong. It's her. It's her and her neuroses that ended their relationship. And because she's the hero of this show, we all side with her. And now I'm convinced that Sex in the City gave women permission to be crazy.
Thanks a lot, Sex in the City.
I just love that you, as a woman, came to this. Because I was like, it sounds like you're talking like Tom, but you're a lady.
This is one of my superpowers. One of my superpowers is that I'm very good at being very logical about things.
Oh, good.
You
That's
know,
good.
so and you know, you guys know me.
You think like a man. Yeah.
I do think like a man.
Wait,
actually,
that was kind of a thing.
Yeah.
No. Well, what?
Yeah.
She's just
Well,
logical.
Dude, no joke. Like, if I'm going through a hard time in my life, I
Mm-hmm.
talk to my guy friends more than I talk to my girlfriends because my guy friends just get it better. You know?
Interesting.
Like, if I'm going through a breakup, my girlfriends are like, fuck him, he sucks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Did you see Sex in the City?
Right. But I'm like, here's the thing. No, he doesn't. It just wasn't working out. My guy friends are like, well, look, he's probably thinking this and yada yada. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And that makes me feel better.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because you want to know, you don't want commiseration. And let's have the slash him party.
I want to understand why something happened.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, this is going to sound fucking, it's crazy.
We're recording.
I think I've only been broken up with once in my life.
Yeah,
my God. I only get broken up with.
Yeah. No.
I literally haven't.
Twice.
I haven't dumped someone since high school.
First off, is there a new word for dumped?
For dumped?
Is there like
getting broken up with?
Yeah,
that's
but
not
it's like,
true.
what's the kid's
Actually,
word?
I just realized that's not
like foamed or something like that, or like
on fleek.
You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, fleeked.
I know.
I fleeked him or something.
I actually no. I have ended things, but I've ended things before they've gotten too serious because I realized that we're not on the same page. But I haven't been like in a committed relationship and ended something.
Like the only two. First off, was like my high school girlfriend.
Yeah.
That crushed me. Like driving my car super fast down roads, listening to music.
Was
like
it
just
Sextown? Was it Sextown that you're driving super fast down roads?
Oh, I was like, are you asking me if we had sex?
No. You had a car you named Sextown.
Oh no, not Sextown.
Okay,
no. That was college.
Yeah,
Sextown was college.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know
my
why
Pontiac
I questioned
Sunfire GT.
Pontiac Sextown.
Pontiac Sunfire GT. Five gears. Anyway,
whatever.
But your high school girlfriend did.
Yeah, my high school girlfriend, like heart ripped out, like Simpsons style.
Same here, man.
And then my college girlfriend, we had sort of like a breaky up thing, but I had it's weird. We were so off again, on again. Like I had broken up with her like 2 or 3 times, and then she broke up with me, and I was like, it's done. And I talked to her like years later, and she was like, yeah, I was sort of confused because you had dumped me like 3 times, and we got back together, and I dumped you once, and it was like, well, fuck that shit. And I was like, well, that does sound like me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, other than that, all my relationships have sort of been me going like, ooh, you're nice.
Aww.
I need to go now.
Aww.
It's the worst. I'm so glad I don't have to do that ever again in my life.
Yeah, welcome to my life.
It's so bad.
Mine are all like, yay, we're into this. We're really happy. Oh, sorry, never mind. I just remembered I'm an alcoholic. Oh, oh, sorry, never mind. I just remembered that I'm engaged to another woman. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Dude, I have been through the fucking gamut with
first
relationships.
Off, I so wish I was a fly on the wall for that one. Oh, hey, I totally forgot. I'm engaged to this chick in Chicago.
I
think it's almost over.
I didn't know about that whole engagement. He actually didn't say that. He ended the relationship very weirdly and very like whatever. And I was like, what the fuck just happened there? And then I found out 6 months later that he got engaged to a woman he had been seeing for 2 years.
Oh,
so
boy.
do that math. Yeah.
That doesn't mathematically work.
But here's the thing. In my brain, I went, oh, now I get it. And I felt better actually. Yeah. I was like, oh.
It wasn't that I was doing something weird.
Yeah.
He was an asshole.
Yes, exactly.
Who was already engaged to a woman.
That guy is legitimately the only guy I've ever dated where I'm like, no, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else just had a lot of problems and issues to deal with that I wasn't going to take on.
I don't think I've ever done anything that really puts me in the like I'm the asshole in this situation.
I could not imagine you ever being that way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that there are some people
who aren't fond of you.
Who aren't fond of me.
Yeah.
Because of ways that I handled it. My biggest issue is I would always find myself in these relationships that were fine.
Yeah.
Lovely human beings.
Yeah.
But it was like, yeah, and it just got to this thing. Right, they weren't Heather, literally,
Heather.
Yeah. Literally, that's exactly what they were.
Yeah.
But I would end up staying in these relationships for a while. I mean, some of the relationships I was in for 2 years.
Right,
because
you don't have a good reason to end it.
Yeah, and I also didn't want to be that guy who's like, this isn't working, I'm out, smoke bomb. And I just felt like that's like, I felt like that's like... Yeah, and then I was like, I'm not doing her
honestly,
any...
if someone ended something like that with me, I'd be like, whoa, that was kind of cool.
I think a ninja just broke up with me.
Dude, I would just add it to the list of ridiculous stories of Allison's dating life.
That's fantastic. You're going to... I love that you're like, I'm going to sneeze. Bless you. You know, by the way, if you say the word asparagus, you will stop having to sneeze.
But I don't want to stop having to sneeze. I just want to sneeze.
Try it. Next time you have to sneeze. If you have to sneeze again,
okay.
just say the word asparagus.
I
Asparagus.
don't like asparagus.
You don't like asparagus?
No, I actually do.
I love asparagus. I don't like what asparagus does to my pee.
Yeah. I like steamed asparagus, not necessarily boiled asparagus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Nadoy. Although grilled asparagus is really
grilled
good.
asparagus, yes.
Is the way to do it. Asparagus soup is pretty good. How did we get on this topic again?
I don't know.
We're really
sneezing.
Let's go to fan emails.
Let's go to some fan emails. Let's go talk to some fans. Oh, this was interesting. The subject is Tom Supercarnado? Question mark. Hey guys, I saw this photo in the Los Angeles. Tim.
Hi, Tim.
I saw this photo in the Los Angeles subreddit, posted under the clever named user
Burps.
Choo Train. Choo Train.
I love it.
Amazing. It's of a car flipped on its roof in Los Angeles, and I wanted to know if this was the one that Allison was talking about.
The accident that I saw. Let me see the picture. The car wasn't on it. Oh, no, that one is actually on its roof. The car I saw landed on the passenger side of the car.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That's what I mean. Like, I don't understand
how it gets there.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's one thing if you're on a freeway and you're going really fast, then I understand. But on these roads, especially when it's during trafficy times, you're going maybe 45 miles per hour tops.
Like, I feel like it takes a lot of forward momentum to get your car to flip the fuck upside down, right? So he said, I zoomed in and enhanced using the skills I learned from watching detective TV shows.
Nice, good idea.
But alas, couldn't find Ponytail Guy. So he thought maybe this isn't it.
Yeah.
If this is totally a separate incident, is it possible that Super Volcano Tom is moonlighting as Super Carnado Tom?
Oh, it's Tom's fault.
Flipping cars for funsies? Sounds possible.
Thanks for outing me, Tim.
Oh, man.
Yes.
He says, BID, glad you all survived Drunksmith. The Sextopia moon base wouldn't be the same without you, Tim.
Oh, thanks, Tim.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my God, if that's the same one.
Yeah. Wow, you actually did some due diligence and went through and read some emails this week, didn't you?
I did. It's fun. I have a new thing. Did I tell you about my new thing?
What's your new thing?
On the thing?
I'd love to hear about your new thing on your thing.
I kept finding that what would happen would be like on a Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm like surfing around, fucking around the internet, and I'd find a story, and I'm like, oh, this is great.
Oh, yeah, you said you make a note.
So I make a note.
Yeah.
Well, that now leads me to have lots of time before you guys show up to record. And so what better way to do it than to do the emails?
Instead of hunting for the stories literally last minute.
Yes.
Got it.
That's what I would do. I'd like wake up on Saturday morning, have my coffee, and then get some stories.
Got it. But now you have the stories in advance.
Oh, well, so far.
Yeah.
We'll see how
it
goes.
All right. Who's this from?
This is from Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Allison.
What's the subject? Oh, there you go.
Alex and Super Volcano. A real-life half-hour happy hour moment.
Oh, real-life happy hour. Oh, I like it.
So I pulled an Alex the other day. Well, sort of. So I went to work as usual.
Did you leave your car
day,
on? Did you leave his car on?
And 9 hours later, when I went back to the parking lot to go home, I discovered my car keys hanging out of the lock of my car door.
Oh.
Yeah. She was like,
wait a minute.
My
Who
keys
the fuck
were there
still locks
all
their car
day.
with the keys?
I know. I don't even know. Yeah. But I guess some cars, like pre-2000 cars, aren't going to have the beep, beep.
What do you drive, Jesse?
I'm going to guess.
A Model T.
I'm going to throw out here a 1999 Honda Accord 4-door.
Ooh,
That's
I like
guess.
that guess.
That's my guess.
Your Gus?
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I'm with
You're
your
gonna go
guess.
with that?
Yeah.
Go with Saturn like mine because I still have to lock mine.
Saturn. There you go. All right.
You used to lock your
Is
doors
yours, what
with
is it,
your
2002, 2001?
99, baby.
99
Classic
Saturn.
Maneuver.
All right.
It's going to be worth
I was
a
in
lot.
high
2
school.
years.
Anyway, my keys were there all day long, just waiting for someone to steal my car. I'm astonished it was still there at the end of the row in full view of the sidewalk, so I can only assume that anyone who saw them thought it was a setup and decided to leave it.
Smart.
Which, by the way, Bait Car, that TV show, which I love watching that TV. Do you ever watch Bait Car?
Bait Car? That's a show?
There's literally a show called Bait Car.
Okay.
And it's the Auto Theft Task Force. They drive a car into, like, not a great area of town, and they leave the car running and the door open, and they, like, go get something. Or they, like, fake an argument between two people, and they walk off.
Right.
And then they just wait
To see
for
if
some
someone's going
poor
to steal the
person
car?
to be like, fuck it. Car's on, doors open, I'm in. And then they start driving around. Of course, there's cameras in the bait car.
Oh, my
and it's all computer
gosh.
electronics. So when they get far enough and they're like, all right, take them, the engine shuts off, the door's locked, they can't get out of the car.
That's so mean.
And then the cops show up and they're like, you just sold this car. And the best part is that whenever they get, like the first
How
thing
is this
that
legal?
happens, I know you think entrapment is
Yes.
a thing, and that's literally a physical entrapment.
Yeah.
But the best thing is the things that the people say as soon as the cops show up.
What did I say?
This is my buddy's car. He just wanted me to. I saw this car and I was like, I should take this across the street and park it safely
That's
because
actually
somebody's
good.
going to steal it. It's like, what?
Oh my god!
No, you can't just. And it's so funny because inside the car, you hear them like, ha ha ha, let's go drive by Brian's house. Oh my God, this is
Ah.
great. Crazy, we stole a car.
You sound like a teenage girl stole the car.
Yeah.
go by
Oh my God, let's go see
Let's go
Tiffany.
to Brian.
Let's go to the mall and buy
Yeah,
some stuff
Brian.
using this free car.
I can't believe that's a freaking show.
I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's not the same as leaving my car running,
Oh, this is back to the email.
but just as bad. The first thing I thought of when I saw it wasn't, what have I done? No, it was, it's like the half-hour happy hour story.
Yay!
So I'm glad we're helping out. This is from Jesse Paren Saucers.
I love that we're in everyone's zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it story time?
Yeah, let's jump into the first story. This actually was sent in by Peter Leone.
Oh, thanks, Peter Leone.
And it caught my eye, and then I was like, this can't be real. It is now totally real.
It's totally real.
Dutch driving instructors
Yep.
can trade lessons for sex.
I knew you were going to say sex. I knew you were going to say sex. Shit.
What?
Why don't they trade driving lessons for like free McDonald's?
They probably,
Or is that-
first off, because that's totally legal now.
Yeah.
You could trade anything for free McDonald's in
Really?
the United States.
I don't think that's true.
Can't you?
No.
Why not? It's a barter system.
No, I can't work on a TV show and they just pay me in free McDonald's.
They could
I
if
would take that
they
job.
could, no, but they could if they were like, "Hey, can we pay you in free McDonald's?" And you were like, "Yeah,
No.
yeah, you could."
The IRS would not like that.
What do you mean?
You have to give them a few fries, and you
yeah, just cut off a couple nuggets.
Yeah. Here you get
And you're good.
10% of my Big Mac.
No, I don't think the IRS doesn't care if you get paid in
In
cash
food?
or if you get paid in
less
anything
work
else.
for them to do. To count
Yeah.
money.
No, I think
It's
they
just a
do.
trade. No, I'm serious.
So
I don't know about that. Silence and silence.
Well, think about it. Think about it.
silence. Okay.
I want
Anyway,
to sell you my phone.
no, that's different. That's
Why?
not work.
What?
That's trading.
Could you go into
That's
Best
trading an
Buy
object
and
for an
trade
object.
McDonald's?
Okay, I'm gonna design the Alison Haislip logo.
Oh, okay. What?
That's because that's what I do. I'm a logo designer
okay.
for people.
Right.
So everybody, I'm gonna get I'm gonna make a super volcano for Tom,
Okay.
and I go, "Hey Tom, I'm gonna make you a super volcano."
No,
And he goes,
okay.
"Awesome. What? What?" And then I go,
I can't go work on a TV show and get paid at McDonald's.
"Well, no, a TV show will not pay you in McDonald's."
That's what I'm saying.
But that's not because they can't legally pay you in McDonald's.
the
It's
union.
Yes, it is,
because
'cause there's a union.
You're less likely to. Yeah, but that's not. That's the union saying, you know what we should do? We should just say that we should get cash and not McDonald's. And everybody goes, I mean, all right, I like
just
McDonald's,
don't-
but
I can't. Fine, whatever. Let's get
so
back.
okay, so
Let's get back to the story point.
back to the sex. So essentially, the government ministers in the Netherlands have confirmed that it is now legal for driving instructors to offer lessons in exchange for sex.
Okay, and what is the consent age there? Because
18.
Oh, so it's the same.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah, you can't be like, well, this fine. Well, first off, you know, 12-year-olds gonna be like, can I take driving lessons?
But I mean,
No.
the driving age here is 16. But the age
Yeah,
of
some
consent
people
with an
learn.
adult
Some
is-
people start taking driving lessons here at 13 or 14.
Okay, that just got weird.
Yeah.
No, I'm
No, the
pointing out-
consent. No, you're right. Yes, no. Smart. Good follow-up question. Super volcano. Way to think. We should not make this as creepy as it is.
Yeah.
Yes, they have to be over 18.
You know what the worst part about this
Which,
is?
by the way, 18. Do you know any 18-year-olds?
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah. Can you imagine that cousin being like,
No.
I'm going to go have driving lessons and then have sex with the person?
I can't imagine him kissing a human being,
Right.
let alone
Yes.
having sex with them.
Yes. I mean, that's the thing is I'm like,
Yeah.
now that I'm starting to know, our nieces and nephews are getting to ages where I'm like,
where
that's-
you could be sexually active. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
ready
the
for
other thing, the other brain thing that hurts me is
Uh-oh.
sometimes I start to go What was I doing when I was 14?
Exactly.
What was I doing when I was 15 and I was like, I can't.
Dude,
I got to turn that part of my brain off.
Like I told you guys last podcast, I lost my virginity at 18. 18 and 1 week.
Well, happy birthday to Allison.
It's coming up. My birthday is this Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
But I guess.
So maybe this is my birthday podcast?
No, because we didn't do anything. We didn't have,
well, you guys fucking suck.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You guys are the worst podcast co-hosts ever.
What?
We got you wine.
Where's my? This wine is very good, by the way.
Isn't it very good?
It's quite good.
It is very good.
Okay, well, next podcast,
Yes,
you better
will be
fucking
birthday
celebrate my
podcast.
birthday. And then
Fuck
the podcast
yeah.
after can be celebrating losing my virginity.
Yes.
Driving
Because it's a
this
week after.
This week in history.
Okay, wait. I was going to say, the crazy thing about this story is that in my high school, our driver's ed teacher
Yeah.
was arrested for statutory rape.
What?
Yeah, he had sex with the students.
Oh my God.
I think only one student.
Dutch?
I don't want to exaggerate. I think it was just one student.
Dutch?
Was
he Dutch?
No.
That makes sense.
But yeah, how crazy is that?
Oh my God. I can't even.
Yeah.
That stuff gets my brain
I know.
hurt.
You did say
So
Dutch, right?
prostitution is legal and regulated in the Netherlands. And it's
Okay, but see, this makes sense
right.
because it's one person trading a profession for another profession. If prostitution is legal, prostitution can be a profession.
So it's like trading
I
my
see.
carpentry
Yeah.
skills for your circuitry.
Blowjob skills.
For your
Yeah.
circuitry skill. You're like, no, I do what?
What do guys who work with electricity? What are they called?
Yes.
Electricians?
Yep.
Circuitry.
Circuitry.
So that's what she's saying. Like
Yes. They're trading
Got
professions
it.
for professions.
I'll drywall your house, you plumb my house.
There
Yeah.
you go. Or-
So I'm saying it is unlike getting free McDonald's because
Oh, you're back on the McDonald's thing.
because handing someone McDonald's is not a profession unless you work in the takeout.
First, I was going to say,
Drive-through.
maybe I work for Postmates. And
Aw,
that's my
Postmates.
job is
Yeah.
handing
There you go.
things. We call it pop shits, by the way. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know. We
Pop
just started
shits?
calling it. So now I'm like, we should just pop shit some ice cream or something. And by the way, I love Postmates. Do
Yeah.
you use Postmates?
Sometimes it's. I feel like it's not worth it because the delivery fee is like $19.25.
Yeah, it's weird.
to get a gallon of Ben and Jerry's, and you're
Yeah.
like, what? Why?
Yeah. Although now, have you used, speaking of now, the Amazon Prime Now? So do you remember
Yeah.
Amazon
Yes.
Fresh?
Yeah.
Remember
their
Amazon
grocery
Fresh?
delivery system.
But you had to pay like an extra 150
Yes.
bucks a year or whatever to do
Yeah.
it. Essentially, I think Amazon realized that was not cool.
Right.
Because nobody was using it. Like they would do the month and then they were like, eh.
Yeah.
So now what they've done is they've made this thing called Amazon Prime Now.
Okay.
So basically they got rid of Fresh, and if you have a Prime membership,
I do.
It comes free. It's free.
Oh.
And it's crazy. I used it the other day because I got a new coffee maker, like a crazy
Yeah, you showed
coffee
it to
maker.
us.
Yeah,
you were very proud of it.
Hey,
I am
shut
very
up
proud of
about
it.
it. Yeah.
Very good. I wouldn't shut up about it. But we were out of filters.
Right.
And we also didn't have eggs. And
Oh God, life is fucking terrible.
I know.
For you.
And Heather, she was coming back from something, and I was like, "Hey, will you stop off and get eggs on your way back?" So we have eggs
And
in the
coffee
morning.
filters.
and coffee filters. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So she shows up, and I was like, "Hey, did you happen to?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, no, I totally forgot to do that." So I was like, "Well, let me see if I can do this Amazon Prime thing."
Right.
And I ended up. It worked. It was like within an hour. This guy showed up with 2 dozen eggs,
Oh, nice.
a burr grinder, because we didn't have a grinder. It was like
Oh.
a $35 Mr. Coffee grinder, and a box of 100 cone filters.
Oh.
And literally the guy was like, "Here you go." And it was free.
Nice.
That's awesome.
No
Do you tip
delivery
then?
charge.
No, real?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's free.
But do you tip?
What?
Should you tip?
You tip, but here's the thing. You tip in the app,
Yeah.
and you don't have to tip.
This is my favorite thing about these apps is that, like,
Yeah, it's
especially
great.
Uber started it, but no cash being exchanged.
Great.
Yeah,
Sugarfish.
Sugarfish.
Yeah, Sugarfish, where it's just like,
They take-
it's $45. That's it.
Oh yeah, they include the tip.
Right,
in
yeah.
Sugarfish. That-
Which
that's
it
different.
feels a
yeah,
little bit
yeah,
the same.
yeah,
Yeah, where you just like, you don't have to do anything.
Right.
You're just like,
That's cool.
thanks, guy.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man. Because then there's also not that weird, awkward social pressure
Right.
where I feel like whenever I get a pizza and it's like, how much do you tip a delivery person?
Delivery,
for, like,
I do
pizza?
10%.
That's usually what I do.
Yeah. Like
But
in
sometimes-
restaurant service, I do 20, and delivery, I do 10.
Yeah.
Does that
but
make sense?
sometimes I feel like I'll be, like the pizza comes and it's like, $18.15.
Yeah, and you just hand them a 20.
And I hand them a 20, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you can keep it. And they give me that look like,
Yeah.
you slimy son of a bitch, cheap
Yeah.
fucker.
You
And
know
I
what
don't-
confuses me
I
is
just
when
don't like any of that.
when I order food for pickup. Like there's a sushi place that's close by, but they don't deliver.
Yeah.
And to Postmates it is like $15, and I'm like, well, I'm not. You're literally 2.5 minutes down the street. I will
Right.
drive it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm always like, what do I
you tip?
on that? You guys just packed up the food and I picked it up, and so that'll do like a little less than 10%. I'll just sort of even out. Make it an even number of some sort.
Yeah,
you know?
for those I usually put
whole
like
number of some sort, I
$1
should
or
say.
$2,
Yeah.
like whatever. If it's like
In the
$15,
jar
I
that's
just
there.
like put $1.
Yeah.
And it's like $16. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's the other thing too. Is there's this weird social thing where I'm like, did the guy see that I put a tip
Yeah.
on the thing?
That was a Seinfeld episode about.
Oh yeah, where he puts his hand in and takes the tip out and then puts it back in, and they're like, "What are you taking tips out of the tip jar?"
Yeah.
but it's true. It's like if
Or
you
like
don't
the other
see
day,
it-
do you remember you sent me to a juice place down the street last
yeah,
week?
how was that?
It was great, by the way. It's called Glow, not juice or whatever you called it.
I've only read I've never read the sign.
Okay.
I just walk
But-
by and go, "There's juice in there."
But I basically grabbed 3 juices from they had a fridge. Like they squeezed the juices, bottle them, and then put them in the fridge. So I just grabbed 3 juices from the fridge
Yeah.
and then had them ring me up. And then in the ring up line, there's a tip line. And I'm like, well, I'm not tipping you for fucking pulling juice out of a fridge by myself.
Yeah.
But I realized the tip line is there because you can get like smoothies made and food made there. But like I didn't do that, so I'm not tipping. But then I always feel weird, like,
Yes.
putting a dash through the tip line.
Yeah.
Like I'm not fucking tipping you, but I know you're giving me the option.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking that
I
option.
know. And then there's that moment where
Yeah.
they're like, you have to see that face.
Yeah.
Whereas with the apps, you can just be like, well, no, I don't want
you
to
don't
tip.
know. Yeah.
No. I mean, it's not like it goes bing, big red letters
Yeah.
on their side. This dick didn't tip you.
Well, but here's the thing: if something gets delivered, I
Yeah.
will tip it.
Me
I will
too.
tip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand that you don't have to,
Yeah.
but that's why I like Seamless and Grubhub and things like that, and because you can be like, oh, good, 15% tip or 25% tip or whatever.
yeah,
You know,
I
and you
do
pick it. Yeah.
Eat 24 a lot.
Oh yeah, E24.
Yeah, because I like it because you can pay with PayPal. So you don't have to do that whole like, oh God, let me get my card. What's the
See, I don't
number?
like. I mean, I will pay with PayPal, but I really only like PayPal for transferring funds between friends and
That's
things
what
like that.
I usually use it for. Yeah.
I want to put everything on my credit card because I want the points.
See, I feel like my points are all fucked. I'm horrible with points.
Oh.
I got to go back through my life.
See,
and
I'm a
be like-
champion with that shit.
see, I have like
That's
I have
like me with freaking flyer miles,
Yeah,
credit card
yeah.
points. Give me my discounts on everything.
honestly, I should sit down with you and be like, all
Yeah.
right, here are my cards.
Yeah.
Because I have an American Express Platinum,
Okay.
and I don't know what the I
Oh,
have
you can
no
get a
idea
lot of
what-
shit for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. I just have it. I
Oh,
think I got it because
okay.
I was traveling to Europe, and there was like
Yep.
with Platinum, there's no fee to convert anything, so you can just pay with the American Express, and there's no exchange fee.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'll just okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But now I must have like
weirdly,
things that I can use it for. But what the fuck?
I actually get very excited about this kind of stuff, so I will seriously sit down with you and go through your
Oh my
credit
God, I
card
love
with
it.
you. Yay!
I have like hundreds of thousands of American
good.
Express points that
And then
I
I'm
have
gonna
no
buy
idea
myself
what to
a
do.
present with your points. As
And-
that'll be my fee for helping you figure out your credit cards.
I love it. I'm
Amazing.
in.
Cool.
Because also, I feel like there was a point system with the Wells Fargo debit cards, and then I think they stopped it.
So
I
you
don't
have
think
these points
I
in
don't think there
limbo.
are points. I used to use it like every year. I'd just give myself Amazon gift cards or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I kind of just forgot about it, and then they were like, "Yeah, we're stopping the whole point system."
Right.
So now my credit cards, except for the American Express, don't even have points. So maybe I should get a
debit
credit
cards
card
Yeah. I always like.
that has like a frequent flyer.
Yeah, absolutely. Like
and
I
then
do
use that and then pay it with the.
the card I have, I get 2 points for everything I buy. Every dollar is 2 points.
Okay.
Like some cards, they'll only do it for food purchases or travel purchases.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get double points or whatever. Mine, I get double points on everything, and then I can actually just knock those points I get.
Yeah.
You know, every 100 points is $1, and I can just knock that off my credit card bill.
Ooh.
Yeah, whenever I want to, I can just go in and like knock off $300 off my credit card bill or whatever.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because that way it's just like rolling.
I'm going to say this is not an incredibly interesting conversation for our podcast.
Oh, yeah. No.
though.
What's
so
happening?
maybe we should get into a new story. I hope we educated some people on that.
Yes. Yes. All right.
We were talking
Let's
about
do robot
prostitution,
farms.
and we ended up talking about credit card points.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
First off,
I apologize to everyone out
in
there.
the Netherlands, can you use your points to pay for
Can you pay for
prostitution?
prostitution with your credit card?
I'm assuming.
I would get some fucking points on my fucking. What? You see what I just did there?
Double fucking.
Nailed it. Taking a sip of wine for that.
I love it. All right. The world's first robot-run farm will harvest 30 heads of lettuce daily.
That is the most
30 whole heads.
creative title. Just to put robots harvesting heads.
Yeah. 30,000 heads harvested
in the
by
headline.
robots.
You said 30,000 heads.
30,000.
30 heads. I was
A day.
Wow, clap.
Wait, 30,000 a day?
30,000 heads
that's-
of lettuce a day.
Wow.
But here's the crazy thing. This is literally going to be the first. So it's, of course, happening in Japan.
Of course.
And it's part of
They
this
have
thing.
lettuce in Japan?
They do.
What?
It's called Japanese lettuce. I don't know why. So this company called Spread
Yeah.
believes the farmers of the future will be robots. But just think about how crazy this is.
Okay.
They have made this fully automated interior lettuce farm. That is,
wow.
because they're doing this thing called vertical farming, which is where they kind of have like the roots just kind of hang out. They don't actually aren't like planted in the ground.
Yeah.
And then they stack them up on top in giant rows. But the crazy thing is, there's no human interaction with the produce.
Wow.
So from planting the seeds, like the robot plants the seeds, robot, does all the watering,
Yeah.
and then robot does all the harvesting.
Go robots.
Poor lonely
Go robots. But just think about that. I mean, think about farming
Yeah.
in general.
It's always a dude with overalls on.
Yeah. That dude with overalls is going to be
Out of a job.
A robot.
A
with
robot.
overalls.
Yeah.
What'll be? Yeah, it'll be like a small. It'll be like a small. Oh God, I lost it. It was
Oh,
going to
no.
be so great.
It was
It was going to be so funny.
I'll laugh anyways.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
Wow, Tom, that was a really good fake laugh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tom's an actor. I don't know if you
Yeah.
realize it.
I practice humoring you guys.
Tom Super Volcano.
No.
No,
That was
Cannot?
terrible.
No, Super
No.
Volcano.
No.
Anyway, but I love the idea, the concept of this, because I think it's one of those things where it's not climate dependent
Right, because indoors.
because it's indoors.
Yeah.
It doesn't use the sun.
Okay.
It uses LED lights.
Okay.
So LED lights is generating the,
Now,
the
wait,
energy.
how is this different than the space kale?
I was gonna ask you.
Remember when we talked about that a couple episodes ago?
Well, first off,
But didn't that grow purple?
Anti-gravity.
it did because of the different lights, but you could change the way the white balance of the light.
Oh.
Because that was what was causing it to be a different color, was the color of the LED.
Okay, so it wasn't that it was in space. It was that they were growing it under a different light.
Yeah, that it was growing under a different, like the sun.
Okay, so technically these robot farms in Japan could grow different colored lettuce if they use different colored light.
Correct.
Got it.
But they are green because
Yeah.
I think they realize people want green lettuce.
Yes, I
Just
agree.
out of, respect.
I agree.
or whatever. But no, so the difference with this is, with the space one, they had botanists that were actually doing the growing, right? With this, factory, no botanists. I mean, there'll be botanists to be like, make sure the lettuces are working
Yeah.
and turn the knob to make sure it's
there's
getting
no
the
E.
exact
coli
amount.
in it or something like that.
Well, hopefully that. But think about it. There probably won't be E. coli because it's not there's no environmental factors. You're in
There's
a
no
completely
contamination
clean.
factor?
Yeah, you're in a completely clean
yeah, that's your
environment.
point.
You're controlling exactly what the soil's like, exactly what's
Yeah.
the nutrient content. I mean, it just blows my mind to think that you could have places that are just literally making. I mean, I feel like one of the things that people are worried about is the lack of food sources for the growing population of the planet.
Right.
And here's a situation where it's like, well, you don't have to, this could
Well,
be
we're all
in
going to be able to eat
Tanzania or
lettuce.
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but lettuce.
Yeah,
But this is just the first step. You know what I mean?
yeah, it could be in any environment. You're saying.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you could put it in some desert location, and
Right.
as long as there's solar panels and you can bring in enough water.
I like
Yeah.
I like how Japan's like, how do we help feed the world? The Netherlands are like, how do we help get our driving instructors laid?
Yes.
To be honest, I am very interested as to how that conversation even why drivers?
yeah.
Why drivers ed teachers?
I'm sorry, I can't pay you today, but I will have sex with you.
And they're like, that's not
Great.
yet legal. but that has come up so often.
Yeah. That
I'm
going to
write a letter
to
my congressman and our woman just because this, I mean, 5th time today. You know what I mean?
Can we please legalize?
Let's just make this, let's just, what's all,
Can
we all
this be
know.
an exchange of services?
Yeah.
Yes.
We all see the elephant in the room when it comes to driver's education and sex.
Yep.
Let's just clean this up.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why that actually happens.
I don't know.
Anyway,
okay.
how we doing?
Got grown. One more story.
6-legged giants find secret hideaway and hide for 80 years.
Wait, what?
What about this?
Not
About giants.
They're-
Bugs.
No,
Yeah, giant bugs.
you didn't say bugs.
6-legged giant.
That's how they trick you into reading the story.
First off, let me just show you a picture of
No.
these bugs.
No. What the fuck? Oh my god. Ah!
These are the bugs.
Alison's protecting herself with a pillow right now.
Oh
Yeah.
god, that's so fucking terrifying.
Well, first off,
They're big.
they are big. They're like the size of a
Like
human hand.
lobsters, really.
Oh
They
my
look like
God.
monsters.
Lobsters.
Oh, they called them tree lobsters.
They do kind of look like
Ooh,
they look like black
Yeah.
I should be a
lobsters.
scientist.
You should be a
I thought they
scientist.
looked like lobsters.
They're black lobsters without the claws.
Without the taste.
Yeah. Well, they
you don't know
were-
how they taste.
So there's this little itty bitty rock outcropping
okay.
called Bell. Hold on one sec. Ball's Pyramid. Ball's Pyramid. I like this place.
BALLS.
BALLS.
Balls. Pyramid.
Ball's Pyramid.
Great.
I got kicked in the Balls Pyramid once. It hurt like a fucking. Anyway, so Ball's Pyramid
Okay.
is this little outcropping that's just like
Where?
some
Balls
place.
Tonia.
Oh,
Some place.
Tasmanian Sea
Oh, okay.
off the eastern coast of Australia.
I see. Everything wants to kill you down there.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
never been to Australia.
Oh,
but
I
I
have.
fear it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like spiders in pools will murder you.
Yes, it's literally like 90% of the shit in Australia will kill you. They
Yeah.
only say if you don't die on your trip to Australia, it will be the best trip you've ever taken.
That is, I'm never going
I managed
there.
to not die, and it was one of the best trips I've ever taken.
Oh, that was a good. You
Yeah.
turned it around there. Now I'm excited
It was
to go
great.
again.
It was really
All right.
great.
So outside, so this little rock spindle of rock,
Okay.
is about 13 miles from a bigger island that's
Okay.
called Lord Howe Island.
Lord Howe.
Lord Howe.
So these are Lord Howe's balls.
that is literally Lord Howe's ball pyramid.
Yeah. Okay.
So what ended up happening was Lord Howe was there. They discovered in like 18 something or other. They discovered this crazy giant stick bug.
Okay.
And they were like, "Holy shit!" They called it like a land lobster or something like that. Like it
Yeah.
was crazy, giant
Tree
bug.
lobster. You said tree lobster.
Yeah.
Rock lobster.
Rock lobster is what it was called.
I was like, why do you have such a funky beat?
The tree lobster has such
And then
a
the
funky beat.
B-52s were like, I know what I'm writing a song about.
Yeah,
Rock
lobster. So it was the heaviest flightless stick insect in the world.
Wait, what? Say that again. I was too busy singing
it's
Rock
the
Lobster.
Heaviest, flightless
Stick
insect
insect.
in the world.
In the
Can't
world.
fly up and attack us, which is good.
Thank
They
God.
can't
Great.
Fly.
Especially
But
in
it
the
can
face.
crawl along the ground and freak you out. Oh,
Oh my
can you
god!
imagine
Just think if
stepping
one
on
was
one
like
of those
right
things?
next to you, like
Oh! No!
you couldn't even step on it. It would just be like,
Oh!
"Hey, somebody's down here."
Alison literally looked over her shoulder.
Oh,
She was-
I know.
Oh, stick.
I can't
bugs.
handle seeing cockroaches. Like I can't
Yeah.
step on them. I freak out and run away.
Yeah, because they also crunch. Anyway,
Yeah.
So in 1920, there was a ship that ran aground right outside of Lord Howe Island.
Right.
And like one person died. Everybody else
Oh,
made
shit.
it on shore. They were like, "Oh my god, this is crazy. We made it. Help!"
Yeah.
But there were black rats on the ship,
Oh.
and the black rats made it onto the island. And when they got there, they were like, "Guys, have you tried tree lobster?
Oh no.
It's fucking genius."
So the black rats ate all the tree lobsters.
Every single one.
Oh my gosh.
1920, tree lobsters extinct. There's just all these like big fat rats with the tree lobster bibs.
dipping it in butter.
Yeah,
Dipping it in butter.
exactly.
They were like, "Oh man, the claws. The claws is
No,
where
they
the
don't
flavor
have
is."
claws.
They don't have any claws. It's such a jip. They're like, "Oh, where are the tree lobster claws? It's all abdomen."
It's all ab.
So tree lobster, great
Extinct.
while it happened,
Great.
extinct.
Okay. But then
But then
motherfuckers
in
survived
2001,
to terrify my dreams.
in 2001,
Okay.
some people went over to Ball's Pyramid.
Ball's Pyramid, yeah.
And they were like, we see like the trappings of maybe some insects that might be on this place, but you can there's no, it's not like there's any land. It's literally just like a
rocks.
shooting rock face.
Rocks, got it.
So you have to physically climb the rock. And they were scaling this rock in 2001, and they were like, hey, wait a minute. That patch of grass, this little itty bitty plant,
right?
Maybe there's some fucking stick bugs, but they're nocturnal. So they had to come back at night.
Me?
So
Those
they climbed
fucking
up.
Things are nocturnal.
At night while you're sleeping on Lord Howe Island.
Oh God, no!
The black rats come out and go to the lobster bisque.
Oh.
Yeah. So they finally climbed up. So basically, in like 2006, they actually found them. 24 of them. Only 24 left. And so they went back and they were like, okay, what do we do? Can we go back? Can we get them? All this stuff. Like,
Why would we get them?
Shouldn't they be like, we should kill these things?
No, why can't they just live where they're living?
Because they were like it's literally like a sheer rock like they're surprised that they're even there.
Okay.
So the scientific community agreed that they'd take 4 of them.
Oh wow.
And so
they
in like
fucking Noah's Ark
2006,
these things.
in 2006, they took 4 of these things off the thing, and now they took them to the Australian a zoo in Australia, and there's now like 17,000 of them.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, they've
Is
been
that a
breeding
real
them.
number?
They've been breeding them in captivity. Because
They do.
They're not extinct.
Feed rats.
Because
I'm not a exo scientist.
Australia was like, we don't have enough fucking terrifying things on our island. Let's make more.
So now the Lord Howe stick insect is now copiously.
I hate this.
All over the place.
Those are. Why is that guy just wearing them on his hand?
Yeah, this is
Look
what
at
they look
that
like.
fucking thing. Ew, I hate it.
Now I don't know if it hisses or not.
If it hisses,
Yeah, like it's got to make some
that's
weird
an
sound,
option?
right?
It could hiss.
Yeah, that's like the hissing. That's like the hissing cicada or whatever.
I'm gonna vomit.
The hissing bug.
Oh my God! Look at it. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, and then this is one actually.
That's what she said.
fly down?
Hey, is my fly down?
Oh my God.
All right. Anyway, on that lovely note
Oh God.
about the new flourishing Lord Howe giant terrifying stick creatures.
Oh God! Fucking tree lobsters.
They look like
What's their actual
that's crazy.
name?
Oh, it's something called like crazy. Let me see. Wait for it. Hold on.
Waiting.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Waiting.
Wait for it. Yeah.
Waiting.
Nightmare bugs.
Dryocylus australis.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Australia even claimed their name.
Because it's off the coast of Australia.
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 Because of-
Anyway.
That would be- yeah, on that note. All right, please email us if you want to write in about anything we talked about today, or if you have just interesting stories or fun facts, or if you have your own half-hour happy hour moment in life.
Yes.
Like Jesse did.
That's a new thing.
That was Jesse, right? Yeah.
Yes. Jesse Saucers.
Yes. Email us at halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com. Please follow us on Twitter, halfhourhappyhr. And listen to us on all your fun podcast apps, Stitcher, iTunes.
Yeah.
The other ones.
Pod crazy. That's a new
Is that
one.
a thing?
Nope. Not
No.
a thing.
Great. Sweet. Cool. All right. That's it for this week's episode of the Half Hour Happy Hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. That's Tom Krajewski.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time when I am a year older.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.